All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is for my basketball playing crew. So here is our first lesson. Our first lesson is going to be shorter than the rest. This will be 20 minutes of basketball ball handling. Today is all about ball handling. If you chose the basketball unit, you will need some type of ball. It doesn't have to be a regulation basketball, but it has to be some type of ball. And it would be incredibly helpful for you to have a place where you can dribble that ball for today's lesson and lessons in the future for our basketball unit. So, basketball ball handling today, and then next time we're going to talk about shooting. But let's start with just dribbling the ball. But wait, dribble the ball because it's so important to practice with your non-dominant hand. So I'm right-handed over here. Start dribbling it with your left. Use the pads of your fingers. Keep your eyes up and keep that basketball low when we're dribbling it. And just starting with dribbling with our non-dominant hand because, it's so important to dribble with that non-dominant hand. The V dribble, it's one of our drills. It's one of the practices we do in the gym and from our curriculum. You bounce it with one hand, or you bounce it, it switches hands. Bounce it in the middle, switch hands. Keep doing it. The V dribble. Most of our drills today, we're going to do 25 of them. Some are a little challenging, so we might cut that short, but we're going to do 25 of most of our exercises. All right, now dribble with your dominant hand. After 25 or so dribbles with our dominant hand, the hand we're better at, the hand we write with, we're going to switch to some activities where we don't need to dribble. When you're dribbling, keep your eyes up. You don't need to see the ground. You don't need to see the ball. The floor is flat. The ball is still round. Wherever you put it, it will come back up to you. Use the pads of your fingers, not your fingertips. Don't slap that ball. Push it down, guide it back up. All right, pick that ball up. I'm going to adjust my camera because you don't need to see the ground for a little bit. And here we go. This is around the world. So 25, bringing the ball around your body. Speed doesn't matter so much. It's all about control, getting used to moving. If you drop it, it happens. Getting used to moving that ball around your body. It's about control. It's about handling the ball. It takes practice. It takes work. Yes, there's technique, but really, at first, just put in the time. If you want to get at anything, you got to put in the time. Go the other direction, same thing, other way, 25 times at least. If you need to pause me to keep up, pause me. That's the beauty of this. If you can't do 25 before I switch, but don't have time to pause me, just switch to the next activity when I switch to the next activity. Putting in the time, putting in the work, that's what's going to make you better. Try to keep using the pads of your fingers. The ball does not touch your entire palm. There's a little bit of space in between there when I'm controlling the ball. The pads of my fingers, it touches a little bit of that palm. Okay, a little bit, but not much. All right, this one is the figure 8. The old camera adjustment. I need a cameraman. So you're going to go around one leg, back through the middle, around your other leg. It's the figure 8. Good basketball control is keeping those eyes up. Pads of those fingers. You don't need to look at the ball. You know where your legs are. Put it between, go around one. Put it between, go around the other. Is this easy? No. Do I practice this all the time? Yes. Do I still make mistakes? Yup. But as we practice, we'll get better. Go the other direction. I switch directions. Mistakes happen. Okay, how's your speed? Do it fast. Do it slow. It's amazing in the game of basketball and many sports when somebody's guarding you how a change of speed can lead to an open shot, can lead to success. Couple more figure 8s. All right, said we weren't going to dribble, but we're going to dribble for this one. This is the figure eight, but with dribbling the ball around. If this is crazy for you, if this is way outside your skill level, that's okay. Just dribble the ball really low and practice that. For those of you that have got it, keep it real low. Go around one leg, dribbling, then go around the other leg, go in between. Oh, I was looking down. And I have the huge cheat of I can see myself on the camera. So really, I might have to close my eyes for it to be a fair fight. Basketball ball handling. Pads of the fingers. Eyes up. Push the ball down to the ground. Guide it back up. Let's go the other direction. Ooh. Almost lost control. Very good. This one is called the wrap it up. You're going to start down by your legs. You're going to bring it around, and as you bring it around, you're going to get up a little bit higher, and then you're going to bring it back down. Oh, lost control on the introduction. Try that again. You start low. You wrap it up, and as you go up, as you go around, the ball goes up. As you go down, the ball goes around. It up. So we're changing the plane, same as around the world, but this time you go up and down. You can do the full corkscrew and switch around your head and back down around your head, back down around. All about putting in the time. All right, this one is more of a challenge. It's the switch-a-roo. So I start with my right hand in front, my left hand behind. Look, my hands are stuck because one's on one side and one's on the other. You see, doing the full circle so you can see exactly how I am. Now you're going to drop the ball. After you drop the ball, you're going to switch what hand's in front. Drop it, let it bounce, switch what hand's in front. It's the switcheroo. Working on control. Don't look at the ball. Keep looking up. You're working on noticing where the ball, oh, the mistake while teaching it. Looking on noticing where the ball is through feel. You don't have to see it. Drop it, catch it. Working on touch with this one. No, you can't dribble like this in a basketball game because you can't put two hands on the ball and then drop it and catch it. That's double dribble. But this is incredible for teaching awareness, teaching control, and it's just plain old fun. Good activity. My legs are burning. Keeping this low stance. Now, try the same thing, but instead of letting it bounce, catch the ball before it hits the ground. Ooh, not like that. It hit the ground. Catch the ball before it hits the ground. Looking down, can't look down. The switcheroo. All right, let's go back to just dribbling. Non-dominant hand first. Hand I right with is over here. Hand I not right with is over here in my left hand. Not as good at controlling this one. And move forward with it and move back with it. Notice I'm not standing straight up. Okay, good dribbling for him. You're bent over a little bit. Move forward and move back. Just create movement, creating awareness. You don't just stand there. You move to the side, move across, you're dribbling around. You don't just stand there. Now switch hands when you're dribbling the ball in a game. You're moving all around. You should have your eyes up so you can see where you're going. Ooh, I crossed over just out of habit. Dribbling with that hand you're right with. V dribble. Bounce it, switch. Bounce it, switch. Got some background noise. Ambulance or police car going by. Then with my dominant hand again, cross it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, V dribble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dribble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Can't do a dribbling lesson without two things. The first one is going to be between the legs, and after that is fast hands, high, low. But we need some water. We've been working hard for 11 minutes. Water is a wonderful thing to have. It's good for you, and we just need a little bit of a break. So take a water break. I'm going to keep the video going. I'm going to be back in less than 1 minute for our next activity. All right, let's come out of this water break with a little bit of fitness. And so, if you're back, we are going to be doing 10 push-ups before we get back with some ball handling stuff. Oh, you just didn't think it was all fun and games? We need some fitness in our day. So we're going to do 10 push-ups and 50 jumping jacks, followed by 5 more push-ups. So let me make sure I have the space. Remember, when we're doing a push-up, when we're trying to reach that healthy fit zone with a push-up, we've got to go straight arms to 90 degrees. 90 degrees, math, geometry. That's the angle of our arm, our upper arm to our lower arm. So here we go, 10 push-ups, 50 jumping jacks, back to 5 more push-ups. Focus on the form. If you need the knees down, it's not okay on a fitness test, but it's okay for today if that's your best. 10 perfect push-ups. Basketball players have to be strong, and basketball players need that cardiovascular endurance that you get from jumping jacks. We're doing 50, 20 in. More push-ups. Do them right, do them well. All right. Grab that basketball. Grab that basketball. Back to around the world. Working on that touch. Working on the pads of the fingers. Keeping those eyes up. Go the other direction. All right. Promise between the legs. We're going to do a bigger lesson on this in one of our classes coming up. But start with your... can't have your foot come off the ground, right? When you're between the legs, both feet are on the ground the whole time, and you dribble the ball between. Hit the ground right in between, and see if you can... See if you can go back and forth today. And that's as big as we're going to get. See if you can go back and forth. If that's crazy hard, just go one way. If that's crazy hard, get low and try and just aim right in between. You can look down to have some success, but work towards it. Dribbling back and forth. Pads of your fingers, control that ball, push it down, guide it back up. Switch what's legs forward. Remember, this is impossible. Just try and do one. Catch it, put it back through. It's easier forward to backwards than it is back to forward. It just is. I don't know why. Maybe it's easier because I've practiced it more that way. And maybe it's just not that much easier, and I've practiced the one way more than the other. All right, watch this one. Some of my friends can do this. Maybe I can do this today. My ground must not be flat in the driveway. The ball keeps running away from me. Woo! Terrible ball handling, Mr. Khyber. Lost it. Here we go. Switch what's legs forward each time. Moving and a grooving. I keep losing control. There's a crack right in front of me. I'm going to blame the crack. All right. I love this one. It's one of our stations anytime we do basketball. Start with the ball behind your head. Don't let it touch your back. Don't let it touch your backside. Drop it. Catch it. Fast hands. High, low. It's all about knowing where the ball is going to go without looking. Lost it. Keep trying it. Ball's up high. Drop it. Catch it down low. Ball's up high. Drop it. Catch it down low. All right, now if you're with me and you've mastered it, drop it, clap in front, and catch it. Drop, clap, catch. I just showed you the famous drop, clap, miss. Let me try that again. Drop it, clap, catch. Woo! Drop, clap, catch. It touched my back. That's cheating. Drop it, clap, catch. Fast hands. High, low. If you don't have the clap, that's okay. I don't have it today either. If you're using the ball that's any smaller than this, this one is so much harder. The smaller the ball gets, the harder this skill gets. I'm not sure why it is, but I was using a mini ball the other day in one of my classes and couldn't do it at all. Things I want you to know from today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's okay if you're not good yet. When you're doing a skill, a new skill, or a skill you've been trying for years at a different speed, trying to keep up with me at this in basketball might have been very hard for you. It takes time. So if you do have time and want to do this lesson multiple times, this video is here for you. The more time you put into something in the correct direction, and this is skill-based, so this is the correct direction. If you're doing it the way that's done on this video, and I'm not perfect all the time, right? I make mistakes. I'm not a professional basketball player. But if you do this and you put in the time, you will get better. Better at controlling that ball with the pads of your finger. Better at keeping your eyes up. Better at keeping control of the ball when you're pushing it down and guiding it back up. I always talk about like the basketball is like a yo-yo. You don't just slam the yo-yo down and let it be. You need to push it down and guide it back up. Same thing with basketball. If you want to keep control of it, it's two things. It's push it down and it's guide it back up. Push it down and guide it back up. That is when it's going to give you the most control over the ball. 2 rules before I go. You cannot take the basketball and dribble with both hands at a time. We did do that in one of our drills, but this is illegal. Tweet! Referee blows the whistle. Other team's ball. You need to dribble a basketball with one hand at a time. You can switch as long as the ball hits the ground in between. Another thing, when the pressure comes and you grab the ball with 2 hands, and if you dribble again, tweet! Double dribble. Can't do that, right? Dribble, dribble, dribble. If you touch it, you got to take the shot, or hopefully you picked it up because you were going to make the pass. So can't dribble, touch it, 2 at 2, and dribble again. Can't just dribble with 2. Those are double dribble. And traveling, you can't walk in the game of basketball with the ball if you aren't dribbling the ball. So you had some time to work on the ball handling skills, and I dropped a little knowledge. I hope basketball day 1 was wonderful for you. Before you're done, you're not done yet. You need to mark this assignment as done. Otherwise, I don't know that you did the full assignment. In the future, our next activity, you're going to have to do a response, a Flipgrid response to me. But for today, just go in, mark the assignment as done so I know you completed basketball ball handling day 1. Thank you. Hope you had a wonderful day. See you soon.